Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. We will start with the class 6 geography, chapter 6. Chapter 6, the major landforms of the earth. In this chapter we would be understanding the basic aspects of major landforms of the earth, and we will move forward to understand this concept in detail. What is landforms? Landforms is any natural feature of the earth's surface, such as hills. You can see these are the natural landforms like hills, mountain ranges, basins, plain, plateaus, peninsula, deltas. These all are landforms. There are many other landforms also, and the earth has an infinity variant of landforms. Some part of the lithosphere may be rugged and some flat. These landforms are a result of two processes. Remember this, these are result of two processes. You will be amazed to know that ground you are standing on it slowly moving within the earth, and continuous movement is taking place. The first or the internal process lead to its second one is external forces, is a continuous wearing down and rebuilding of land surface. The wearing away of earth's surface is called erosion. Wearing away of earth's surface is erosion. The surface is being lowered by the process of erosion and rebuilds by the process is called process of deposition. And these two processes are carried out by running water, ice and wind. Broadly we can group different landforms depending on elevation and slopes as mountains, plateaus and plains. Mountains, you can see here, mountains is a natural elevation of earth's surface. Remember, they are natural elevations of the earth's surface. The mountain have a small summit and a broad base. It is continuously higher than the surrounding area. See, if this is a normal surface and it is a mountain, suppose it is a mountain, it is a broad base. See, this is a broad base and it is elevation is different from surface. Some mountains are ever higher than clouds. As you go higher, the climate becomes colder. In some mountains they are permanently frozen rivers of ices. And Mount Everest, you can see the Mount Everest is a mountain of height of 8,848 meters from sea level. In some mountains there are permanently frozen rivers of ice. They are called glaciers. The mountains which are formed by ice are called glaciers, and there are some mountains you cannot see as they are under the seas, and we call the mountains in the sea and oceans are mid-oceanic ridges. Because of harsh climate, less people live in mountain areas, and mountain areas have harsh climate because the altitude is different from surface. Since the slopes are steep, less land is available for farming, and farming also less. And there are three types of mountains: flood mountains, block mountains and the volcanic mountains. You can see in this pic, these are the mountains. The Himalayan mountains and the Alps are young fold mountains with rugged relief and high conical peaks, and Himalayas are examples of Fold mountains. The Aravalli range in the India is one of the oldest fold mountain system in the world. The range has considerably worn down due to the process of erosion, and the mountain height is decreased due to erosion process. Appalachians in North America and the Ural Mountains in Russia have rounded features and low elevations, and they are very old fold mountains. Remember, Himalayas are the fold mountains. And plateaus. Plateaus is a elevated flat land. Flat land. It is a flat topped table land standing above the surrounding areas. You can see there is a flat land above the mountain like feature above the surrounding areas. Flat land with the same some altitude. A plateau may have one or more sides with steep slopes. You can see here. These are the steep sides. The height of the plateau often varies from few hundred meters to several thousand meters. The plateaus like mountains may be young or old. The Deccan Plateau in India is one of the oldest plateau, and Deccan Plateau India is one of the oldest plateau. And the East African Plateau in Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda, and the Western Plateau of Australia are other examples. The Tibetan Plateau is the highest plateau in the world. Remember, the Tibetan Plateau is the highest plateau in the world with a height of 4,000 to 8,000 meters above the mean sea level. Above the mean sea level, its height is 4,000 to 6,000 meters. Plateaus are very useful because they are rich in mineral deposits. Remember, they are rich in mineral deposits. As a result, many of the mining areas in the world are located in the plateaus areas. African Plateau. We will see the African Plateau is famous for gold and diamond mining. In India, huge reserves of the iron and coal, manganese are found in Chota Nagpur Plateau, in which state means Jharkhand. In the plateau areas, Jharkhand and West Bengal, some areas of West Bengal also, and some areas in Odisha also. In the plateau areas, there may be several waterfalls as the river falls from the great height, and I told plateaus are raising lands above the normal surface, and there will be some waterfalls also occurs because rivers flows above the plateaus. And Subarnarekha and the Jog Falls in Karnataka are the famous of the waterfalls. Lava plateaus are rich in black soils that are fertile and good for cultivation. Many plateaus have scenic spots and are of great attraction to tourists. These are great attraction to tourists. Plains are large stretch of flat land. Remember, they are flat land. They are generally not more than 200 meters. Remember the height, 200 meters above mean sea level. Some plains are extremely level. Others may be slightly rolling and adulting, and which are not properly flat. And some of the plains are formed by rivers and their tributaries like Ganga plains and Godavari plains, Kaveri plains. These are very rich, they are very fertile because due to the river deposition. The rivers flow down the slopes of mountains and erode them. They carry forward the eroded materials. And they have deposited their load consisting of stones, sand, silt among their courses and in their valleys. It is from these deposits that plains are formed. And in these plains, Most useful areas of human habitation. This is great concentration of people, has more flat land is available for building houses as well as for cultivation. Because of fertile soil, land is highly productive for cultivation, because they carry the highly rich fertile soil, and deposit it at one place, and it will form after deposition. It will form plains. In India, two Indo-Gangetic plains are the most densely populated region of the country. It is in North India, Indo-Gangetic plain. In the South India, Godavari plains, Krishna Godavari plains, and Kaveri plains, and etc. And landforms and the people. Humans have been living on the different kinds of landforms, and we are living. Some lives on the mountains, some lives on the plains, some lives on the plateaus, and life is difficult in mountainous areas. Plains provide much better condition, and it is easy to grow crops, build a house or a round road in a plain than the mountain. And because a mountain is having the altitude. And can you point out some difference in the ways people live on the different kinds of landforms? Sometimes natural calamities such as earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, storms, and floods causes widespread destructions. And you can see in the news every year the Himalayan landslides and Kerala landslides in the news. By creative awareness about the such incident may lower the risk. And you should know about this. The Swachh Bharat mission, healthy mind lives in healthy body, and for a healthy body, clean environment, particularly clean water, air, and hygienic surroundings are the prerequisites. Swachh Bharat mission, a government of India program, aim to achieve all this for people. And this is you can see this is the rope bridge in Arunachal Pradesh. And this landforms being polluted. If you are not maintaining cleanly, it will pollute. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Thank you.